At Hilton Scott Talks, Burger King saved 25% with my Walmart Plus today. It's what is this? Monday, June 2nd. And we've got How to Train Your Dragon, a little iced coffee drink. Now this is Burger King, so this is a large, okay? And they give you two choices, the regular and the mocha. So yeah, go into the app. You always go in the app instead of ordering at those COVID-filled kiosks. You put your credit card information in, or you use Apple Pay or Google Pay or Android Pay or something like that. And you just go in the app, look under offers at the bottom for an iPhone, the bottom kind of to the right. Hit that. You have to add the 25% off if you're a Walmart Plus member that you've already synced to your Burger King app, and let them know. They don't do it automatically. And I got this for like $1.92 here in Ocala, Florida in 2025, June 2025. And it's neat. It's a neat little drink for $1.92. It gets you your fix, you know? You put the 25% into your cart, like you're ordering something. Oh, I see a little doggy. Let's look. Hey, doggy. Hey. You know you can jump out anytime you want. Okay. Yeah, he's having a good time. Waiting for him to come back. So you put the 25% into your cart like if you're adding a drink or a food item. You got to have it in the cart. Then you add your food item. And when you check out, make sure you're at the right location. Look at the address, or the address on the store. Like this one has it prominently displayed. I rode my bike today. And you make sure you're at the right address, because if you screw up, you'll be waiting a while. And then you're good. You're golden. So if you get Walmart Plus, get you a How to Train Your Dragon cup. Right? And you save a little money. So I'm off to the store, Walmart. I got my bike. I'm gonna go do a little grocery shopping. I brought the cooler this time. Got two little ice bricks in there that have been sitting for a while. I'm getting two little frozen dinners and some blueberries this trip. So the idea is to get the exercise and you pick a couple things up. And then when push comes to shove, you take the car and get the rest of the stuff. But occasionally you just pick up a few things here and there, a few things. I might get a box of Wheaties. I can put that on top of the net. See? Got plenty of room. This is a real milk crate that I got on Amazon. I didn't steal it, but it's solid. And you can see it's bent out a little bit, but forced the crate in here to make it so I can pop it open and display. So, but it's solid. It's hard plastic. The ones you see at Target and the office stores, there's not great plastic. I've got it zip tied to the rack underneath. I don't know if you can tell. There's zip ties under there holding it in place so it's not going anywhere. It is one of those special Trek racks where you could have the unlock thing and lock it, but I didn't get that. You can add a device to the bottom for the milk crate and have it click in and unclick. I'm not using it. I use this bike for shopping and going to the Burger King. You see I got my little drink holder up here. My stash is I painted it black with some acrylic hobby paint at the Walmart area, but it's actually a garage door open. So when I get close, I just push the button, the garage opens right up. When I'm leaving, push the button. Now I've got the app on my phone. Do not have the Alexa thing built in at the house. You don't want that for unlocking doors, opening garages. It's convenient, but convenience comes with no security. Problem is, what happens when somebody, the bad guy, walks around your house like they're inspecting, putting on maybe a little vest, yellow vest, like they're working for the city, and a little helmet to block the view of their face, and some sunglasses, and they're walking around like they're checking something. And they're at the window, they know you're gone because they saw you leave or something like that. They have some idea of your schedule, and they just kind of float over, and they get close to the window, front door, and as they go by every window and door, they say, Alexa, open the door. Alexa, open the garage. And they do it all around the house. cup their hand maybe, give it a little Alexa, what's the weather? Yeah, and if your door unlocks, if you say it loud enough, that Alexa will probably pick it up, and your door will unlock and your garage will go up. So we don't have that feature. We don't have the electric lock on the door anyway. We still use keys, but we go in and out the garage all the time. So we have one of those outdoor things that has a battery that lasts about a year. You punch the code in and push the button, and it raises up. It's one of those Genie Aladdin things. So, and it works good. It was a little bit of a pain to get logged in, and I made some videos on some of the trouble I had with that, how I overcame that. You can check those out in my playlist. But yeah, get you a little How to Train Your Dragon cup, and get you a little shot of coffee. It's the way to go. You just get a shot, and it satisfies your needs. I know you can get that giant cup at another place, but really all that sugar and stuff, you try to cut back. When you get a little like this, they tell you to cut back. You're not supposed to have so much caffeine. You can't really, I should have asked. I didn't see it as an option on the app for a decaf. But you cut back on the sugar, and that forces you to cut back a smaller cup. Like if you're you go to the donut store, someone says, yeah, let's get some Dunkin'. Great, yeah, that's what I need right now. A couple donuts. That'd be good for me. And you're like, so you get there, you order 3 munchkins, 3 different flavors, little fix, boom, boom, boom. Cheaper than the donuts. And they give you the little flavors you want. And if you don't have the right flavor, they'll tell you, that you might be waiting on your order if you pre-order on the app. And you're like, I didn't get my order. Oh, we don't have that one flavor. I said, that's okay. And a lot of times you're so nice to them, you're like, yeah, it's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me 2 of these, or give me 3 of it, whatever you got. And sometimes they're so nice, you open the bag up and there are 5 of them in there. Wow, thanks. And then you're like, oh no, now I've got a donut again. I didn't want a whole donut. So you give it away to your friends or wife. You go home, look, baby, I brought you some donut munchkins. And the same thing at Taco Bell. They have those little powdery cinnamon things with the goo inside that's real sweet. You can get 2 of those, 2. So it's not so bad, but it gives you the fix. Like, boy, I'm really craving this. You just get a little one. Get a little one. Little baby one. And keep drinking your water. I got my water on my bike. See? A little bright white bottle. Bright orange locks to discourage thieves, because they can see it from a distance. They look at those locks. They go, oh. And the orange helps stand out when you're in the road. My other bike's navy, so yeah, the orange locks kind of jump out. They're not as prominent because they're in the front bag. But the second bike, I've got a Verve 2. This is the Electra Townie, and no, it's not electric. It's just called a Townie. 9-speed on this one. They make 7 speeds, I think, now, are more prominent. But the step-through model, they don't call it a girl bike. They call it step-through. Mid-step would probably be here, and then step over is straight across or a slight angle. And the Verve 2 is a slight angle. And I can get on it. I'm not as flexible as I used to be, but the secret is tilting the bike over. You tilt it over and over like that, and you get on. And that's the trick. So it's not as bad that way. And the bar's slightly down, so if you pop off the seat, you don't, ouch, yeah, okay? So go to Burger King, get you a little How to Train Your Dragon cup. Everybody loves How to Train Your Dragon movies. And get your 25% off of the Walmart Plus. You can get delivery. I got the salt bags delivered, those big heavy 40-pound bags. I had them delivered. I said, screw it. But I didn't have the I think it's $35 minimum. So I had to order cat food. My wife wanted to have some nice cat food. So that was most of the money right there. That was 30-some bucks, almost, I think, something like that. So that worked out. And we'd cheated and gone to Lowe's and gotten 20-pound bags, which are more money, to get up to 40 pounds. But they're easier to put on the shopping cart. Just be careful, if you put too much weight on those carts, they'll flip. So you put it on the bottom. You got to lean down, bend with your knees, bend with those knees. Oh, I had to move a bird bath this morning for my wife. bend with your knees. I did not, and I could feel it right away, and I was like, okay, that was stupid. Okay, when you're getting like this, you bend with your knees, okay? That's the thing. But I'm gonna go to the store and get the little dinners, emergency backup dinners, because anytime my wife doesn't feel like cooking, I'll say, well, what about the TV dinner, the microwave dinners? She's like, ugh. She doesn't want them, but if push comes to shove, she's glad they're there. You know what I mean? And it's like my suggestion with the pizza. I said, you get a pizza, it's got a lot of salt in it. Not supposed to have a lot of salt. Why don't we just do one slice of pizza each? Heat that up, and then have salad on the side, or have something else on the side that's better for you. And then you've got your pizza fix. Again, you get your fix. You know, it may not be what your doctor wants you to do, but get your fix. And again, you're good. You have something on the side. You, instead of shoving 2 big pieces of pizza in your mouth, get a nice Red Baron. You break that sucker in half or something. You know, we haven't tried that yet. I'm sure it'll probably snap in half, or we can cut it. Or you can cook the whole thing and then reheat it the next day, something like that. So, got a crow visiting Burger King. He's looking out on everybody. There's another one. Hey, guy. Where you going? Scanning around for something to eat. Yeah, a little rodent or something. If you've ever seen how birds, I saw a falcon one time get a squirrel, and what he did, he flew down, grabbed the squirrel, because you know it's like they said in Jurassic Park. They had the goat out for the T-Rex. They said a lot of times those animals won't just grab something and eat it. They'll kill it and make sure it can't fight back. So you don't want to get scratched and bit and all that. You don't want to deal with that. You just wound it real bad till it dies, or it's so close to death you can just reach over and grab it. And that's what that falcon did. He picked that squirrel off the ground, flew him into a tree, smashed him into the tree. He falls down to the ground. Falcon comes back and swoops in, grabs him, and off he goes. Real low to the ground, probably going to drop him out of sight, so none of the other birds will get it. And then he can eat it, because, you know, he's probably broke his neck or stunned him so bad now that he can get it. I was like, wow, that was interesting. So, a little education. But get your discount and have a great day. I'm going to go. Like and subscribe if you learn anything. And have a wonderful day.